a lot. Moggs is there, but CJ winning all the challenges. Can he get up in time and finishes off himself? No, it's still high. And Cammy was demoed by a lot, so there's no follow-up from Tainted Minds.
Yeah, that was an incredible demo there from a lot, just relieving all of the pressure. That was the only player left in Tainted Minds to be able to put that one on in.
Man, that was really rude for CJ to finish that off himself. Get it past 2 players, then jump up. He had to like jump backwards a bit to try and get at that ball again.
Yeah, it already looks like we're seeing a different Tainted Minds here. Like 3 very dangerous attacks already in the first minute of play.
More pressure, and the last game, game 1, started with Complexity with immense pressure and scoring pretty early. Here we're still scoreless on Wasteland. Complexity holds on to their 1-goal lead. Another shot. Oh, the defense gonna get in the way, and we'll stay scoreless here in game 2. What a play there. Tainted Minds holding on. But unable to get these pass plays going. The passing lane's definitely shut down by Complexity throughout all of game 2 so far. CJ putting it up. Metanaris now following. Just going to leave that. Let a lot take it. Goes for the dribble plays here. Gets it past 1. Gets it past 2. It's all up to Cammy, and he gets it high. Metanaris now onto the open net. Puts it into the corner. That time will give Tainted Minds the ability to reposition.
Yeah, and a double commit there on defense as well is going to see Tainted Minds lose possession of the ball.
I guess they're able to win a challenge. And Cammy wrestling for it in the corner here. He's up. See, here comes Metanaris underneath. A lot still hanging far back. He finally moves in. Cammy into the corner. A lot looked for CJ and net, but didn't find him. This one pinching underneath. Goes back over to the side, and a lot winning his challenges. Just doing work to keep this ball in the orange. We approach halftime, still scoreless in game 2. Complexity holding on to a 1-game lead. They'd love to make it 2 here, but Tainted Minds trying to still get that first win. It's not going to happen. A lot finds the first opportunity to score on this drop down and gets it in.
And this is a great build-up. That first touch there from Metanaris to a lot. We kept seeing Complexity lurking at those side boosts, coming in diagonally across the middle of the field, being able to cut off any of the clears here going through the middle. That's what Tainted Minds kept doing, and it was getting read by Complexity and led to that first goal.
A lot here, lurking in midfield. Ball's back as the ball's played behind him. We'll pick up the pass here from Metanaris, puts it over the top, looks for a second touch, but it's wide. His car. Complexity now leading in games 1 and 2. They're able to finish it off in game 1. A good touch there by CJ. With some positional control here to Tainted Minds. Bump off to the side. Jules found a lot in his own backfield, but Metanaris is just off to the races with the ball. Pinch there on the Magnus, actually went past him. Should see Tainted Minds moving up. Jules looks for the positional read. It's not quite there. Metanaris across midfield, a locker towards the goal, and Jules gets the clear. CJ now. Past 1. Magnus up to a lot. Doesn't find his teammate just yet. Cammy will play it up back towards Jules now, going for the airplay himself. Back out to CJ, shot towards net, and this one will go in. Cammy nearly saves it, but it doesn't happen this time. Tie game.
Yeah, scary moment there for sure. We were not seeing so much of this great passing play here from Tainted Minds, but doing a good job of finding each other. That's what seems to be the successful play here for Tainted Minds, when they can find each other off of the breakaway instead of opting for those solo clears.
Kickoff here. Metanaris up. The kickoff game generally going in Complexity's favor. Haven't had too many of them, though. It's been low-scoring games all the way around today. Watt out to Metanaris in midfield. Plays it softly into the orange. A miss from Jules. I should give it to CJ. He's got to wrap this run around. It gives Magnus time to read. Now up, trying to play it through. With 1 minute remaining, it's a tie game. Best chance we've seen from Tainted Minds. They'd love to tie this up, get that first win under their belt. Magnus out to a lot. The fake brings up 2 defenders, but it also gives Cammy the ball in the corner, so it works out there for Tainted Minds. Metanaris now up to Magnus. Shot towards the goal, and a lot's up to help finish it off. Passes it back. Metanaris is sitting in the midfield waiting. He's thinking about moving in, respecting the position here and knowing that Magnus still wants to play. A pinch out. Here comes a lot. In the air. He'll get there first, but can he get it on target? Goes onto the backboard. Now Jules up to Cammy. He'll pass it into the mid, but no one's really there to take the shot. And now where's CJ? The open backfield. He's got to get in front of this ball. He does so just in time, but the pressure's still on here from Complexity with 15 seconds remaining. You know they'd like to avoid overtime. Here comes the shot from a lot. It's off the crossbar. CJ playing it onto his backboard. Magnus has a read, but Cammy has to get in the way of this. Play it away. 5 seconds left. There we go. The pressure relieved from Tainted Minds. Can they find a goal on the other end? No, it'll be Complexity back out to midfield. CJ, oh, he's gonna go for this. He's gonna try and dribble Magnus. Not gonna happen though. Overtime, game 2.
Wow, and we see Complexity really unable to finish off what was a mounting pressure. Great boost control and really good offensive possession there. It's going to be difficult for Tainted Minds to break out of this.
Oh, CJ with an opportunity here. Magnus was getting bullied in net, but nothing to show for it here as he gets to clear away. Lots of space given. Everybody taking time, collect boost, reset on the field. Everything's basically the same as it was before the buzzer hit 0. That's out to a lot. Puts it in the middle. He's up for the shot again. Middle, nice soft one. CJ gets it to Cammy. 36 seconds remaining. Jules demolished. Momentary power play here. The drop down. Alot's got an opportunity. Tries to find the placement, but Jules on the respawn, able to get that one away. The ball was wide anyways.
It looked like Alot there wanted to catch that ball, perhaps go for a dribble there, but it just wasn't the right touch.
Oh. Can he do it? No, just barely. Alot had the first touch, but he needed a second one, and the clear came through from Cammy in time. Magnus, get it away. The funny thing is, if it had been any other player, I would have been like, that's not happening, but it was Alot, so you have to expect him to be able to pull it off. Another shot from Alot, this one wide. Metanaris in to put it up high, brought up both defenders. Magnus, CJ, what work done to get it away from Magnus as he had that final shot right there in front of him. Magnus to Metanaris, drops it behind the front line. CJ gets it back out to Jules. Good play here from Tainted Minds, playing clean rotational Rocket League. In overtime of game 2. Metanaris, though, his shot wide again. Complexity plagued by these wide shots here in overtime, and this is going to spell some nice comfort for Tainted Minds.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of great defense, especially from CJ. CJ doing a good job coming up with these last-second saves time and time again.
Well, they have to find a way to get onto offense. So far, Complexity's had the vast majority of ball control in overtime.
And something interesting is we have seen Alot take less of these offensive shots, these wonder shots, and
Jules there, faked out by Alot. Best opportunity they'd had to finish this game off. It slips through their hands. Alot now up to Metanaris. Cammy just trying to read on the backboard here. No challenge there from Complexity in the air. Magnus waited for the read. Double commit on offense from Complexity, but Alot will be able to buy them time. Puts it right onto the backboard, and they're right back to work. Right back to where they've been this entire time. 2 minutes and 20 seconds of overtime here in game 2.
Yeah, great stalemate. We've seen neither team able to break through, and the boost control not really affecting either team. These two guys are dialed in.
Here comes the offense of Tainted Minds. CJ with a shot, defended by Alot in an open backfield. Magnus just has to guide this one into the goal. CJ gets back in time as he missed the touch. Alot with a follow-up, but Jules plays it away. Off to the corner. We get 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
And that was a huge miss. That lack of boost caused him to to misread that. That last touch has only needed one little boost.
CJ is single-handedly shutting down the backboard attempts of Complexity. He is up there so much.
Yeah, and usually where we would see Alot up there to beat and challenge the defenders, we see him rotating much more often, taking the middle. And Tommy had an opportunity to put that ball in the middle.
Goes for Alot. Now Jules with the drop down, defended by Metz with a, whoa, no, it's wide from CJ. They could have won it right there. The setup from Cammy was so beautiful, but they couldn't make it work. Now Cammy again, popping it high. He's gonna drop in a dangerous place, but Magnus gets it away. Cammy again looking for the demolitions. Alot to get it away. 3 minutes and 30 seconds here in overtime.
And it's important that Tainted Minds here do not get too thirsty. Complexity is very comfortable on defense, especially without much boost here. Tainted Minds could easily be caught off guard, lacking boost.
Cammy through there, Metanaris towards the goal. Magnus wrapping around. Jules is up. Plays it back down towards his teammate, but intercepted by Metanaris. A good opportunity here, and Alot will not miss. That's the game. 2-1 for Complexity. 3 minutes and 50 seconds into overtime.
Yeah, a very long overtime here, and you see CJ going for the ball. He misses. Kami is expecting Jules there to challenge the ball, but Jules, he's out of position, going for that boost, and Kami felt stranded, unable to touch that ball there. The slightest margins lets Complexity take the lead.
Such a close one. Almost 4 minutes of overtime, 9 minutes on the game 2 there. And for Tainted Minds, they were so close to that first win. They keep on getting near, and the side, man, that moment they had just a few minutes before the game ended where Cammy gets the demo onto one, gets the bump onto the goalie. Magnus is able to come in, has to make the last-ditch save as Jules sets it up, but CJ can't make the shot happen. It was right there in front of them, that win was. You know he's going to be thinking about that one. That's not the place you want this team's mentality heading into a decisive Game 3. If they drop this one, it'll be 9-0 on their LAN record.
Yeah, it's important that these guys stay confident. We did see mistakes that are coming from Complexity. This wasn't totally one-sided. There was a certain opportunity. I believe it was Magnus was on the breakaway. He had no boost, but he mistimed his touch onto the ball. It was a wide open net, and he ends up pushing it off to the side. Both these two teams have made mistakes, so this is very much open for Tainted Minds. They can do this. It's all about having the confidence and taking those few opportunities when you can.
And Complexity was showing weakness. They were showing that their accuracy wasn't quite there sometimes. They were definitely giving windows of opportunity for Tainted Minds. They just have to be able to capitalize in those moments. So here, going into Game 3, a loss here. Would see Tainted Minds at 9 losses on their LAN record, no wins, and dropped into the lower bracket immediately again.
Something interesting here for Tainted Minds, a lot's lack of backboard domination here really has opened up just so much an easier time on defense for CJ. We saw last game, he controlled that backboard so well. And we need to make sure that Tainted Minds, they have to capitalize on those opportunities, those great clears.
They need to find ways to score. This is the primary thing. Which I know sounds obvious in Rocket League, but still. The defense, all the greatest defense in the world won't win you a game. This one drops down from Cammy just wide of the goal. Some interference from Metzenaris made it difficult, but still, gotta find a way. The ball makes its way into the orange here in game number 3. If they can find the motivation, I mean, you talk about Complexity, they've been here before, they've been to round 1s, they've been in lower brackets, they know what it's like to be swept. For Tainted Minds, they do not know what it's like to win a game on the LAN stage. You need a game of motivation. In this game right now, that's it for them. Complexity needs to be looking out for the most dangerous Tainted Minds they've played against yet.
Yeah, and you speak about just Complexity being comfortable. Their run that they made last season to get to the finals all the way through that loser's bracket, probably the longest consecutive run of Rocket League games we have ever seen in the RLCS.
3:45 left to go. Shot across. Get a lot of carries it into the orange corner. A lot of corner play this game. A lot tries to get there, but again, CJ shutting him down on the backboard a lot. Just he hasn't been on the backboard much because CJ's just not giving him a window to. He's like, why go up here? This guy just doesn't let me play there, or removes an entire piece of the arsenal for Complexity. And maybe their craziest one. There's a good positioning from CJ, but he needs the rest of his team and himself to be able to get there. The shot nearly going in, but Metzenaris will carry it away. CJ again trying to make that shot. Really trying to carry his team right now.
Yeah, just almost sort of pixels away. They're getting over Magnus off that crossbar and bouncing out, just honing in that shot.
Magnus now towards the orange corner. Metzenaris sitting in midfield waiting for boost. Pass comes out. CJ plays it up. Jules now down towards the blue. Magnus gets it away. Jules with more pressure, but a miss. His teammates respected his positioning. Hung back, and now just retreating back, giving a lot of space here to Complexity.
Yeah, Tainted Minds there had a great opportunity there. A wonderful pass from Jules, but nobody there to follow it up.
Oh, CJ gets a nice slam in net. But Metzenaris has ball control, gets it all away. So it won't matter as Alak gets the pass across. Goes into the corner for Jules. Carry now behind. The challenge from Magnus is good. Gets it up high. Alak's airborne, but CJ's there first. It's been CJ versus Alak this game, but the shot will go in. The miss in net. Cammy scores, and Tainted Minds has the lead.
Yeah, and this is a boomer vibe scene when CJ going up off the sidewall to beat the defender, and Kami, he's following so closely. He doesn't give an opportunity there for Complexity to challenge. And when you have a team that's trying to encroach on your half, trying to boost star view, they need to play out of the goal. That defender way far out, getting punished by a great shot from Kami.
Yeah, the defense just the smallest mistake, and a follow-up from CJ. He'll slam in another one. 2-0 now from Tainted Minds. This game's looking good for him all of a sudden.
And you said you wanted to see what can happen when Tainted Minds take that lead. This is only 2 minutes, and what have been very small, like low goal scoring games here. This is a great opportunity for Tainted Minds to turn the series around.
Brilliantly fast, clean goal there off of kickoff for Tainted Minds. Can they get a third? There's the stall there. Metzenaris, he's had enough, tries to send it deep into the orange immediately off the pickup. A follow-up from Alak, and he finds it. You saw it kind of clip the post, and he's like, nah, this was just pixels perfect.
Yeah, is this shot even fair? Jules had a great touch there. It bounced off the wall, and you see Alak, he's looking at the sidewall, he's ready. And off the inside of the post, those shots can be so difficult to defend because, I mean, do you defend it? You see it going off the post. It's so hard to read.
That first goal opened up Pandora's box here. We've had 3 in like 15 seconds. 2 kickoff goals in a row after that one. Complexity coming awake. A lot finally finding his accuracy, and Magnus actually placed it across to Metzenars. It looked like he maybe even blocked a shot there. It was hard to tell. Jules back to a lot. Up and airborne, sending it onto the backboard. That's past two defenders. They'll drop it and tie it up. It's like Tainted Minds gets 2 goals, and Complexity wakes up.
Yeah, and you see a lot. He controls this ball. That's key because it ends up forcing 2 defenders out from one play. And Magnus going for that slow play. That's right. If he had another player who could follow up on that touch, and it also causes the defender to just be taken all the way out of goal there. That was a great shot there from Complexity.
Just like that, it's back to the drawing board for Tainted Minds. They had the lead. They had a 2-goal lead. Now, gonna have to find another way through Complexity's monstrous defense. You heard them talking about in an interview. Magnus saying that he calls his team a defensive team. They all play defense, and then they do other things as a team. But the defense is the priority for these guys. And it's shown here in games 1 and 2. And now in game 3, there was a small chink in the armor, and they filled it in quickly. Can they keep it there? 1 minute and 13 seconds left. They win this one. They'll have gotten the sweep on Tainted Minds. High aerial play here from Tainted Minds. Boys from OCE, a lot plays it down. Back out to midfield. Cammy over to Jules. The ball's still staying in midfield. As Magnus comes up. Be CJ. High loft. The pass back from Malach to Metzenaris. Coming back down. Malach tries to get it back out of the field but can't find it. Cammy now airborne, trying to drop it underneath. CJ and net. The most consistent part of the roster today. He and Cammy especially working together well.
The 2 veterans from the Pale Horse team here. And on now on Tainted Minds, Jules has yet to pick up the pace.
So Jules down the corner with ball control. Gets it past a lot, but Magnus right there. That's how the tackle works. Just get it off of his hood and let your teammate pick it up, and then you have a cherry pick as well.
Yeah, but a key bump there from Jules, interrupting his offensive play. And off the crossbar.
A lot shot backwards. I'm just sad it didn't go in. I wanted to see it again. With 12 seconds remaining, they're holding on to the tie game, but Tainted Minds need the lead. So overtime did not work for them last time. 5 seconds remaining. They've got ball control in enemy territory. Jules is up. Can he find CJ? No, it gets slammed down. Cammy now up as well with CJ. That'll leave no one on the ground to pick it up. And oh, you see Complexity trying to go for the win. Not going to happen, though. They run out of players and boost. Overtime, 2nd game in a row.
This is a tense moment here for Tainted Minds.
This kickoff so good for Complexity. The double commit on defense could spell the end of it for Tainted Minds. CJ, Jules, able to get back down on the ground. Jules helping buy his team out of a scary situation. Back out, Magnus, not sure. I don't think he knew where Metzenaris was right there as he felt the need to backflip into it. A lot now airborne into the corner. This one should bounce across and into the box. CJ gets it away. Metzenaris now. Cammy trying to get it out a lot now, following behind. Here comes Jules, plays it into his own corners. Magnus now airborne. Back across to a lot. So much ball control for Complexity here in overtime. Feels like every moment that goes by just makes it more likely that Complexity could take it, and there it is. Magnus picks up the pass. The defense wasn't in the air, and the 3-0 sweep from Complexity.
Yes, strong play here. You can see Jules trapped in the net, going backwards there. There's just nobody there from Tainted Minds to challenge that ball from Complexity, and it gives them the time to shoot wherever they would like. Complexity with a very dominant performance in this series against Tainted Minds.
Very, very clean play there. And I love to see Complexity just coming back to work. You hate to see it for Tainted Minds. You want them to find that first win. Still yet to get a win here on the LAN stage.
And maybe the closest they've ever been. It was it was just facing them. It was so close. We saw they took a huge lead, that 2-goal lead, but they weren't able to translate that one into a win. It can be so difficult, especially against a team like Complexity.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the hardest teams in the world to build some confidence against.
Complexity, you heard Magnus talking in his interview saying that the only teams he feels that they've lost against are Vitality and Dignitas. And like, when those are the teams that you're losing against, it's like who can they not beat at this point, especially when you're coming up against these teams. Like if coming up against Jules, it's his first time here. Better luck next time. He has one more life. They'll drop down to the lower bracket. We'll see them later, folks. But we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, NRG, the North American favorites, taking the pitch against Envious. Who's going to get the win? You'll want to be here.